Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Lovely seeing you all tonight. All right, so I want to open up. I just realized I need to fix one of the screens so you all can see my roll 20. That'd be great. I'll be doing that as I'm talking here. Want to fix one thing. I want to do one tiny little retcon, and that is that Gortys and Gurnak, the two orderlies, doesn't make sense for them to be tieflings because of the way we dealt with Nualia and whatnot. So I changed them to drow. That made a little bit more sense to me.
Mm-hmm. Makes them a bit more sinister.
That is true. In some ways, yeah, I guess, depending on your attitude about tieflings.
I've seen a lot more tiefling PCs than I have drow PCs.
Fair. Judy, I
That's
need
because
you to not
tieflings
be
have
telling
those
me that right
lovely
now, 'cause I'm
bonuses
doing the
that
show.
shift around, and you can pretty much have a tiefling for any flavor.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're part of the planar scion umbrella.
Yeah. What? I don't think. Okay, that's the wrong thing. I do not want to be showing that. That's my
Ghost.
screen.
Like I said, sinister.
Where is it? That's the one I want. Sorry, folks. To buy me a little bit of time while I fix this, let's jump into our question. Our question submitted by Fat Drunk Ninja. Let's start with Tom. Didn't start
Hello.
with you last week. The question was, the crew decides to take a trip to the circus, where the high-level ringmaster witchwhooper rolls a nat 1, and the entire audience starts changing into an uplifted circus animal. What type of uplifted circus animal are you changing into?
An uplifted red panda.
An uplifted red panda.
Are red pandas circus animals?
In some circuses, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, if that red panda wants to be a circus animal, then by golly, he can be a circus animal.
Oh man, I got some bad news for you about circus animals, Tom. Most of them don't want to be circus animals.
I am well aware of this. I realized as I was saying that, but I had to commit to the bit. But yeah, so red panda, they're small, they're adorable, just like Jacinto.
Have you seen the pictures of them attempting to be threatening to scare off potential predators?
Yes.
Yes,
It
the
just
two
looks
of
like
them
they
just
want
like standing,
hugs.
looking at each other.
They just want hugs?
Yeah.
All right. Let's
Yeah,
go to Finn and Lapis. What would Finn turn into? Judy, no.
Lion. Traditional circus animal. That's what I was thinking. I wasn't going for off the cusp things. So I was like, okay, what's a typical circus animals? And I was thought about elephant. I'm like, no, it's not a big burly guy. I think lion kind of fits.
Just how
Finn.
impressive would a boar-eye lion look? Like those beady, like slightly glowing eyes based on the description of Finn. Like the deathly pallor.
Mhm.
I'd be pale and I'd still have a big old red mane. Finn has red hair.
Mhm.
That would be terrifying. What about Lahan, Nick?
Oh, gotta be a circus animal, huh?
Okay, I mean, an animal that you could just pick an animal, because I mean, circuses. We have science fantasy circuses here. This doesn't have to be a traditional Earth circus.
That's true. Could really be like anything, right? I guess there'll be a squawks.
That
Yes.
makes a lot of sense, honestly.
I don't know what a
An
squawks
uplifted
is.
squawks.
A squawks is a.
The name.
Yep, go ahead, Tom.
The name is a portmanteau, which is why it's an awesome animal. Continue, Jet, please. I didn't mean to step on your toes.
No, it's fine. I just knee-jerk reaction. I jump to it when I know the answer.
So it's a bird.
So squawks.
Me too.
Squawks is squirrel, fox, and it is an alien
Oh.
creature. There are feats devoted to having it as a useful animal companion that can aid you. It's the reason that the animal pet carrier exists as an armor modification, I'm pretty sure.
Yes. They introduced that with the squawks in Alien Archive 2? Alien Archive 2, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the pet carrier, by extension, gave us the wonderful party build idea of one Morlama with heavy armor that has 4 armor upgrades in it, with 4 Stellifera, 1 in each armor upgrade. Pet carrier, and then the Morlama is just this walking fortress that carries these 4 Stellifera with guns just shooting from all over its body.
And each one of the Stellifera is a mystic that summons creatures. No, so you have like a phalanx.
Yeah, their turns take 2 hours to get through one round. Who needs mech rules? We've got Stellifera and Morlama.
All right. Last week, our heroes were called out of their long rest to aid Sheriff Hemlock in investigating a series of murders. A series of murders that have some tie to Finn. They looked at the bodies and the nearest crime scene, and they ended up at the local Sanitorium with a deranged inmate breaking his bonds in a fury to attack them. And that's right when we're coming back in. Graced Seville breaks out of his straitjacket, screaming in rage, this physically ill-looking Vesk being dragged out of the room by the 2 drow orderlies, and the Sheeran Aaron Habe sort of cowering in a corner. And you guys jumped right to it. We do need initiative.
Oh yeah, 17.
Lahan's the last initiative I need.
Yeah.
Why am I missing hit points?
All of my chrome is being very.
Should I be missing hit
not
points?
even just roll 20.
No, we haven't done anything, so you 2 should not be missing hit points.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I just wanted to make sure before I fixed it.
I think we just forgot to heal you last time, from the rest.
That was from me getting irradiated.
Chrome is throwing a hacking hissy fit.
Yeah, your video is lagging just a little bit. Or, it was out of sync with your audio.
Something just happened.
Yeah, I just rolled initiative.
There we go. Let's sort this out. And Jacinto, you are the first to respond, and you see this big Vesk straitjacket, their facial spikes. Some of them are falling off. They're cracked. There's probably pus leaking out of the corners of their eyes. They look very haggard. And one of you, I believe it was Lahan, identified that person as very ill and near death. And their scales are probably kind of cracked and dry. And they as they're snapping the straitjacket while they're sitting on that dolly, you have that. You respond instantaneously.
Yeah, and what I will respond with is Jacinto will command Artania to dart forward and try and hit this guy. So he'll give Artania his standard action.
Oh, gross.
Which means that Artania can move and take a standard action this round. And then as a move action, we'll just activate the Song of the Spheres for 2 rounds by spending a resolve point. And let's do that before I forget. And then Artania rolls a bite at this guy.
Oh shoot, I forgot to mute myself when I sneezed on the stream. That's gonna be bad.
Oh, I was
no.
gonna say I didn't hear it, but then I forgot that.
Yeah, I have a hotkey for that, but I don't have a hotkey for OBS, and I apologize to anyone watching.
What's not bad is Artania just rolled a 22 to hit this guy's KAC. I imagine they don't let you wear much armor in in a mental institute.
No, probably not.
He does have skills, though.
Yeah, he's got that little racial bonus, but that is a minimum damage of 5 points of piercing damage from Artanya, the spider. Oh, I'm sorry. That's actually 6 points of piercing damage. Because of the Song of the Spheres. And that is my turn. Old move, Cotton. See if it pays off.
Well, it's the patient. They don't want to kill him.
Oh.
It's true.
So, Gurnak attempts to grapple.
Oh,
Mr.
Jet, you're
Seville.
muted to the stream.
I just fixed it. Just realized it.
I
Like I said, Artania. No, thank you for pointing it out because I might have missed it before that. So like I just said, while muted, because I'm awful at this, Artania darts forward, lunges, sinks his fangs into our patient that's just bursting free. Using that momentary distraction by Artania, Gordis lunges at the Vesk in an attempt to grab onto them and restrain them, and misses terribly with a 12.
Come on, Gordis. You'll never be a PC with rolls like that.
Our
Or maybe you
patient,
will.
Graced, bellows in rage, and I'm going to have them roll an athletics check. And they're going to try and jump on top of a table and do some dramatic stuff. They rolled a 26, and they have a decent amount of movement since they're not wearing armor and they're a standard
Nice.
medium-sized creature. So they're doing a very movie scenario type thing where they step up and jump onto the table, and then they leap to the next table, and they leap to the last table, and
That provokes mad attacks of opportunity.
yeah,
That
Artania
would
will
provoke
get
an
to
attack
swing.
of opportunity.
Yeah, Artania will get to swing, and Gordis will get to swing.
That is a 21 to hit KAC for a total of 8 points of piercing damage.
That will hit.
Nice.
Judy,
Artania.
stop
Jacinto
it. You are
cries out,
making
"Go,
noise."
Artania! Yay!"
And Gordis is going to attempt to just... I described them as having batons before.
Mm.
He's going to reach out and club his Vesk patient for 4 points of bludgeoning damage. Mr. Seville is going to do his dramatic leaping from table to table, get up at Finn, and bellow with rage. And I need to see what kind of... That's a swift action. And as a swift action, they start foaming at the mouth.
Oh no.
As a swift action? That seems a lot of time just to start foaming at the mouth.
Must have some.
Their veins start
A lot of foam.
bulging out of their flesh. Their eyes go even more bloodshot. And let me configure him into his now frenzied. He is going to lash out with his claws at Finn.
Some sort of
The master will
warrior of
love me.
wrath.
He cannot. You cannot join him. A 12 versus KAC, which I know will miss.
No.
going to go on to our little Sheeran friend. Our Sheeran friend is going to panic, and they are going to reach into their pocket, pull out a comm unit, type a short message, and they're going to run over here and into here. And then it's Finn's turn.
Well, I'm gonna graviton attune. And
Okay.
diagonal from him. I'm gonna try to gravity hold him. It's this guy. Needs a fort save.
Sorry, I am multitasking. Were you pointing at the patient?
Yes.
Okay, fort save.
Uh-huh.
Roll that dice for me, Hero Lab. Got a 16.
I think that meets because it's 10 plus level plus mod.
It's 10 plus your charisma modifier. Is it plus your level or plus half your level? I can't remember.
Half level
Half level?
for a class ability.
So
Yeah.
my mod is 2. Half level would be 1. And we have 14, so he actually made it.
We're level 4 though, so
Oh.
it would be half
14.
level would be 2. So it's DC 14.
Yeah.
I do squeak by with a 16 though.
Yeah, he makes it. I'm done.
Okay, Lahan's turn.
I take a free
Oh,
action to
well.
yell. Try not to kill him. He might still have information.
All right.
It's a try.
Just punching people. There's not a lot I can do about somebody punching people. I guess. I mean, yeah, but he's also in my face. So I'm gonna have to move anyway. So let's do an amplified glitch. And that'll roll sometime today. That'll go through to roll 20.
Nice.
So I wirelessly make Finn's, comm unit start making all sorts of crazy beeping noises and things.
Why my comm unit?
Because you're closest to the guy.
Okay. My poor comm
And
unit.
then I
Nothing wrong.
shift over here by Jacinto. With
Okay,
my
I was
move
rolling
action.
some secret things. And I know you
Not
did
so
your computer-
secret.
Yeah, I saw you see
Not
the
so
numbers, but
secretly.
you don't know what's rolling those numbers. But
Sure.
I know you did your computers thing. I can't remember what that does to them, and I apologize. Flat-footed?
It's a demoralize.
Okay.
Shaken.
Demoralize.
Shaken, yeah.
Gotcha. I will apply that, and it lasts how many rounds?
It lasts 1 round, plus 1 for every 5 by which I exceed the DC. It's 15 plus 1.5 times the CR.
15 plus 1.5. Their CR, so 3 rounds.
Nice. That's really good.
And I
Not bad at all.
put a little thing on them. There we go. And
I'll make him easier to subdue.
it is. I believe this one is Gortys. Gortys is.
Every time you say Gortys, I just think of Simon's Against the Iron Throne character.
I know
Why?
nothing of that.
Oh, you're right.
But they are
gosh.
going to run up and they're going to attempt to club this individual. This unruly patient. 22 will hit for 3 bludgeoning damage.
How's he looking?
He's still
He already
looking
looks
pretty
bad,
strong.
but
Yeah, I mean he doesn't look that much worse than he already was.
okay.
And before you go, Jacinto, I need to resort.
Uh-huh.
Let me cycle through. Dang it. There we go. That's the one. Easier just to copy
Things are
paste.
happening behind the scene.
Yep.
Yeah,
Jacinto, it's your
yeah, the
turn.
wheels are moving.
It is your go, Jacinto.
Oh, okay. One more round on this Song of the Spheres, and I feel silly for having spent it. Jacinto
Can't tell us we want all the
will.
RP
Well,
forever.
well, yeah. It's just it doesn't do much if people don't attack. Jacinto will move Artania over this way. Can I get him around? That would be dangerous.
I mean, you can straight have him run under tables.
Aha. So Artania sort of skitters over here at Jacinto's behest, and then Jacinto gives him a standard action to make a single bite. That is a 13 versus KAC, if that helps.
That hits.
Ah,
Spider's
Artania,
really
you
good.
monster. That is 7 points of piercing damage.
Artania is the damage dealer this time around.
Who would have thought?
Well, to be fair, I didn't want to punch him because I don't want to
It was
murder
bound
him.
to happen.
Well, sure.
Was
You can
that
punch
all
him
your actions?
non-lethally. I have a move action, but I safely deposit it in the nearest Herald repository
Gotcha.
and end my turn.
I think this is Gurnak. Gurnak walks forward. Them being twins is messing with me. Gurnak walks forward and is now flanking with Artania. And they're going to attempt to club them with a baton. 13, and they just hit for 6 points of bludgeoning damage. And a thing's gonna happen. Or
All those
did
initiatives are going to come rushing in. I bet you it's bees.
What makes you
Not
think
the
it's
bees.
It's
There's no,
always bees.
there's no sign of Tashtari around. Why would you expect bees? And it's now
Beatari.
yeah. It's now Seville's turn. And Seville just bellows nearly incoherently at you, proclaiming his undying love for his master, his lordship, and he's going to full attack Finn.
Yes, come at me, bruh.
Let's roll all, Hero Lab. Does an 18 hit your armor class?
Mm-mm.
Both of them missed them because it was two 18s. Oh,
Yes.
I wanted to hit with that so bad. That would have been so much damage. You would have been
Well,
in so much trouble.
Let's see. If it meets, does it go to defender or does it go to attacker?
You got to meet or beat. So if I matched it, then it would hit.
Well, if somebody wanted to give you a +1, you could hit my EAC.
It's not an EAC though.
It's not
physical.
EAC
It's a
though.
claw.
Oh.
Aw.
Well, then a +1 will not even help you. The audience can't save you either.
Curses. It's the Sheeran individual's turn, and they are going to a place.
where they belong.
Well, I mean, he's a doctor. He's getting himself safe. I bet you.
You did disappear off the map.
So much
Never a
movement.
good sign.
There we go. No, he's double moving, and it takes me a long time to work through the. I'm working my way through the building. Finn, it is your chance to respond to this absolutely furious Vesk.
Excellent, excellent. I'm gonna continue gravity attuning. I'm gonna pull my gauntlet out of void space. And can I punch non-lethally with my gauntlet or nah?
You can,
Yeah.
but I
Take a
believe
-4.
you have to take a -4 to hit because you're not trying to kill
Okay.
them.
I'm gonna
Think about
As your gauntlet is designed to kill things.
do a full round attack. And
That will then
try
be
not
for a
to
total
murder
of
him.
-8.
Yeah, I'll do the negative. It'll calculate in the negative, except for not the negatives for the non-lethal. So we'll just subtract
Is it
4 from
-8
whatever.
or
roll.
is it -7? Do you still have the song up?
Well,
Song's up, and there's flanking as well, so that's only an extra -1.
Yes, because I've already got the negatives for full round calculated in when I hit this button. Don't hit me twice on those.
Mm.
So I've got a 12 and an 18.
The 18 will hit. Unless you need to subtract. If you subtract 4,
No.
that's 15. Okay. Yep, 18 will hit.
Oh, well,
Well, didn't you
Yeah.
say it's a total of just -1 because we got flanking
Well-
and then -4?
Well, flanking is would give you +2 effectively.
Mhm.
The song would give you another +1,
Yeah.
so that's total of +3, and you'd be
Mhm.
taking a -8, so you'd actually be at a -5 to hit.
I take a
Total.
-8
So,
for
yeah.
hitting non-lethally?
these
Because it's already got the
No,
full
no,
round
no,
attack
-4 plus the
calculated.
full attack. It's -1 from what you rolled, I think.
Yeah,
So you should
that's
be
right.
fine.
I
So 18
calculated
will
that.
definitely
Thank you.
hit. And sorry, I just got in my own head about the math. And actually, a 12 will hit.
Math finder.
Nice. So I do
So-
a
Oh, wow.
total of I do 14 with the first hit, and I do 9 with the second.
And they
I'm hitting him.
actually start to be like they start to look wounded now. Like you break a tooth off with that last strike.
And as I'm hitting him, we don't want to kill you. We just want to know who your lordship is. Nah. As my gauntlets become darker and darker as I get close to being fully graviton attuned and past my turn.
Nice.
Okay, that's that one.
You must have a lot of pronk moving pieces behind the scenes, Chad.
Well, I mean, you saw. How
I am
many,
concerned.
You did see how many initiatives I rolled, and it's just that the way I have this map set up, there's like multiple floors, so I'm having to scroll over, drag them from a different floor, and
Maybe the spiders
Mhm.
are inside him. The bees. Not spiders. Full of bees.
Mhm.
there we go. So those are done, and it's now Lahan's turn.
All right. Well, in that case, I've got some space. So Lahan is going to the other side of the room. Pronk that noise. Well, hold on. Actually, let's think. Yeah, if I move sort of around this side of the table, I should be able to get a clear shot. And I will take the -4 to try and like shoot him in the foot, I suppose.
Okay.
Nice.
With
That
which
makes sense.
weapon? Plasma?
My plasma bolter, which makes it an 8 to hit.
Non-lethally
Which
electrocute
means I
and burn someone.
Don't have to use any charges, so
uh, You said you're doing non-lethal, so that makes that an 8 then. So that will miss. An 8 will miss.
Yes. It misses terribly.
It would have hit if you hadn't tried to do it non-lethally.
Yeah, well,
Wait, why don't you have to use any charges?
because I have a conserving fusion on it.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Let me. Then I got another one coming up. Let me change their layer. And Lahan can see this. I don't think anyone else can. That does not look like a healthy woman. That is an undead abomination animated by a combination of magic and technology.
Oh.
There are servos in their joints. The flesh is pallid and partially decomposing. There are surgical tubing wove in and out of their flesh with some sort of possible preservative. That is not a healthy orc woman.
Uh-oh.
And it is Gernak's turn, and Gernak is going to full attack.
Do it, Gernak.
Hits
Coming at
twice.
the still?
Hits twice for a total of 9 damage.
What do you roll?
He rolled a 12.
Gernak is the drow.
Yeah,
Nice.
Gernak is the drow. He rolled a 12. He is the drow with the orangish background. A 12 and a 21 versus KAC for 6 and 3 respectively. Thank you for
Nice.
reminding me. I was
Nice.
getting in my own head. As happens.
Uh-oh. Somebody jumped ahead of Jacinto. That jerk. I worked really hard for that 16 on the die for the initiative.
And that is not, and much like that orc woman, this Sheeran
Oh.
is not just a Sheeran like the token depicts. The Sheeran has mechanical bits replacing portions of their anatomy. They're rotted, like their insides are obviously like decomposing. They've got tubing. They've got dead eyes, and they're shambling more than anything else. And it's now Jacinto's turn, and Jacinto could actually see that Sheeran.
Oh, good. Then that prompts Jacinto to begin a summon.
No, not the summons.
And the summons are coming out. And Jacinto is going to, like I said, spend a full round action. It's actually going to take a full round, period. And he is going to... Do I want to tempt fate and have Artania provoke an attack of opportunity? I'm going to tempt fate. Artania moves here protectively in front of Jacinto. Yes, that will provoke an attack of opportunity from your Wrathful Vesk here.
Okay, let's see what happens. Does a 14 hit Artania's 8 KAC?
Oh, I'm excited because I don't think it does. KAC is 18 on this spider boy.
No! That would have been so much damage. I just want
Somebody
this guy to
can
hit once.
give the DM a reroll if they hate.
No, who
Spider
could hate
Boy.
Artania? That's impossible. That's impossible. Nobody hates Artania.
Or if they just want me to succeed. Nothing against Artania.
And I end my turn.
We're not allowed to buy player stuff, but can the players buy the DM stuff without points?
Listen, I already helped both of the GMs out on this crew enough with quoting rules and
I super
fleeing
appreciate that.
and reminding them of stuff.
Bro, you're
I just
very
have
good
points
at
spent
it.
in a hole in my digital pocket.
So I believe that this one's Gordis because Gernak is one of the twins. Purple. It is purple. They are going to attempt to full attack, much like their sibling just did, and they are having an off day. They rolled a total of 5 and a total of 4. So they are going to miss wildly, or maybe they hit and Seville just ignores the blows. Is I think what's probably going to happen because he is so focused on Finn. He's so enraged by the thought that his lordship it wants to shower Finn with his affection and not him.
Mm.
And now it is this person's turn. And if you were equipped with a melee weapon, that would be an attack of opportunity. But you see an undead Ichtikri just slurping its way.
Oh.
Mechanically, these are all like I'm not giving them certain racial abilities. These are reskins of a creature from the Alien Archive, but it's an undead Ichtikri.
I mean, you don't have to tell us that.
Well, I feel like Ichtikri probably don't have a 30-foot movement speed, and I wanted to explain why it was moving significantly faster than an Ichtikri should.
They actually do. I play an Ichtikri.
Okay, good to know. I've never played one. I just wanted to make them each one of these creatures a little bit visually unique. And it is my enraged Graced Seville's turn, and he is once more going to full attack at Finn.
Nice. Come at me.
Please, just give me a 20.
Huh.
Does 22 hit you?
It does,
4
yeah.
will miss.
Got me.
But the 22 will hit you for 8 points of slashing damage.
How do I get hit? Describe this hit. You've been trying so hard to get hit.
He's been just furiously slashing at you, and I think you've started to get maybe just a tiny bit overwhelmed, and your guard drops just like a fraction of an inch, and his fist lashes out, and he digs some of his claws into that meat, just like right here between your neck and your shoulder, just your cowboy collar as it's called. I
did not know it was called that.
That's what my wrestling friends in high school called it. They called it the cowboy collar.
Dig it.
And it is Aaron Habe's turn. Aaron Habe is up here doing things. And
Free action to yell out, where's the doctor? Did anyone see where he went? Because Finn just realized the doctor's gone, and there's all of a bunch of weird guys worried
Aaron
about
Habe
the doctor.
is done, and it is now Micah Finn Holtz's turn.
Alrighty. Am I in trouble or something, though? You're calling me by my full name. It makes me worry.
Just reading it off the turn order thing because you have your full name there.
Alright, I'm going to try to non-lethal him again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to finish... Actually, I'm going to finish Graviton attuning. And let me see how far this goes real fast before I do that. How far away from me is that guy? Where's that cool little thing you guys do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you guys have this measuring tool that you use sometimes.
Oh, the
circle with the ruler.
Yeah. Looks like a Q on its side.
Oh, nice. Alright. 25 feet. I'm gonna 5-foot shift. Come here. Oh, I gotta switch me. 5-foot shift myself over to here. And I'm within 20 feet of that goo guy that slithered. And I'm gonna try to black hole and pull it closer to me.
Okay.
So, let me give you the
using that ability
text
provoke
for
an
that guy.
attack of opportunity?
No.
Here's the text for it.
Cool.
Nope. Not a spell.
So it's a fort save. It'll be pulled 10 feet closer to me.
A fort save? That's obviously the thing that this thing is the best at in the world. Oh wow! I rolled a 17 on the die for a total of 20.
Dang. Okay.
that was
Fail.
all luck.
All right.
And my gauntlet goes back to its normal size. The tendrils reach out towards the monster, grab at it, but miss. And my gauntlet goes back to normal size and normal darkness.
All right. And...
I was failing at pulling people around today. Sad.
Mm.
And an undead creature. Why am I drawing a blank on what? Gabrani. Yep, Gabrani appears and moves up on Lahan. It's taking all their movement to get to there. And it's now Lahan's turn. You have three.
Get out of there!
You have three undead creatures just on top of you, Lahan.
I did not approve this change. This is massively uncool. Suppose I will carefully shift. Nope. I'm gonna shift here, and I'm gonna move, and I will only provoke from that undead Jabrani as I move all the way back to the other corner. Heck you, Jed. Or heckin'. Heck.
19 versus KAC.
Hits.
8 bludgeoning damage as this Gabrani lashes out with its just not fully functioning, like it's lost a lot of its fine motor control. Its hand just kind of and clubs you.
Half my stamina. So rude.
If you drop one of them, I can get it back.
All right. Well, that's my turn.
Okay. Wait, I gotta double check this person's speed. Because they're special.
How rude.
And
They could be special.
a Barathu just sort of floats around the corner. This one, it's sort of shimmering, and you see about
so much stuff here.
It's just shimmering, and you see about 4 copies of it sort of overlapping with itself, and it appears to be, I guess, as healthy as a Barathu can be.
Do they tend not to be healthy?
Well, I'm just trying to differentiate him from the other creatures that you've seen come around the corner.
Oh, okay.
Does
I don't know
not
much
look
about Barathus,
undead.
that's why I was
Does
curious.
not look undead.
Okay.
And
Interesting.
they are going to look around the room, whether or not you can tell they're looking around the room, and they are going to focus their intent on Finn. Finn, you feel pressure on you. Like mental pressure, as though someone is focusing on you. You feel someone in your mind tell you should go home. And I need you to make a will save.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah.
22. Also, if it's any of those things, I get a +1.
It is mind affecting. Yeah, you definitely make it, and that was a very, very high DC.
Well, it's good, because my home is Magnum Station, or the bar.
Would take a while.
Either way, pretty far away.
Oh, and this thing moves right up, and it attempts to step on Artanya.
Oh,
I think it'll find it difficult.
It will, as it rolls a 14, and Artanya nimbly dodges to the side and sort of threateningly waves their tentacles at them.
Yes. He's very scary, very spooky.
And I believe that yellow-orange is Gurnak? Or no, Gordis. It's Gordis. And they're gonna continue trying to wail on this Vesk. For a 5 and a 3 to hit, missing horrendously.
Can I give the GM extra rolls though? Would players
I'm gonna stop
object?
there for a second.
It doesn't seem to advance anything if we give Jet things.
And the Shirin awkwardly clambers up onto this table, and it attempts to like reach down and slam its hand at Artanya.
Oof.
I would rather you didn't.
I understand this, but it's what's happening.
That spider has done good damage.
10 to hit, so a miss.
Nope.
And it's Jacinto's turn to respond.
Well, Jacinto finishes his summon blessedly, because my goodness, there are a lot of bodies in this room now.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's going to bring out not this Lantern Archon, but instead choose the side. It almost looks like Artanya, but made of fire, appears on the opposite side of this orc woman, half orc, undead thing. And then it's going to take an attack. So the elemental attacks.
Quick
You
question.
know what? It's going to full attack because Pronk it.
Quick question.
It's got flanking.
Is it noticeably
Yes.
big? Like, not size category wise, but just narratively. Is it noticeably bigger than Artanya, or is it of an equal size?
It is, in fact, tiny mechanically.
Okay.
So it is, yeah. It is smaller than Artanya because
Good.
I'm tiny. Artanya is small. Yes. Fire elemental attack 12 versus EAC. Maybe.
It hits.
Yes, a minimum 4 bludgeoning and fire damage to this undead abomination, and then a natural 3 is not going to do it.
Quick question
then,
here.
Yes.
These creatures, they have DR. That does not apply to the fire, correct?
Correct, but it will apply to the bludgeoning, regrettably. Bummer. Then Jacinto is going to sight across the battlefield and make a judgment call, and he is going to begin another summon.
Nice.
So Jacinto pulls this fire elemental from the ether and rips it into this reality, and then immediately goes back to summoning another thing. So he sees we need to call in reinforcements here, and that is what he will do. So that is my turn. Artanya, since I'm not directing him, could only take a move action, and I like him where he is.
Just wait till
So
you
that
can
is
get
my turn.
the second tier summoning spell, so you can summon like 3 spiders.
Mm-hmm. Although they would be really, really weak by that point, because I'm not getting summon creature level 2 until like 6th level.
Yeah, but
And these got
they're damage absorbers potentially, though. Even if
yeah,
they
they
only
each
absorb one
eat
hit,
like attack. Yeah, Yep.
or you could crit fish with them.
it's true.
It's Gordis's turn. Gordis, seeing is going to glance out of the corner of their eye, and they're going to see these undead creatures and see this Barathu, and they're going to lash out once more, a full attack. But at the last second, they're going to redirect their baton to Finn.
Oof.
Well, heck.
5 versus KAC, 16 versus KAC.
No.
Alright, it is the undead Ichtikri's turn. And it's going to step there. It's going to move forward past two of the tables, wedge itself in between Gordis and Gurnak, and it is going to lash out with one of its tentacles at Finn. Clicked on the wrong thing. Roll the dice instead, please. Roll all. 18 versus KAC.
No.
And it is our Vesk friends' turn. And they're going to continue to just pour their rage into Finn's body.
Okay.
Hopefully, they will hit you. But an 11 and a 16 will miss.
Nope. I prefer them keep aiming at me anyways. This is my job.
It is Finn's turn.
I'm disconcerted that they are all so focused on me, but I do like it when they try to hit me. So I'm going to photon attune. So my gauntlet, instead of gaining darkness, starts gaining small pricks of light in the middle of it.
Oh no, I don't like this.
I'm going to 5-foot shift back over here. That way I've got some... Wait, is it the purple one or the orange one that hit at me?
It was the purple one.
Purple. Alright, shift back over to here. I don't know if it still counts as flanking because that guy hasn't antagonized at me yet, but we'll see. And I can't full around because I shifted, so I'm just going to single attack, and I'll try to non-lethal it. 13 minus 1 if I've got flanking, minus 4 if I don't. That is fine. And I will pass. As a free action, I'm going to shout at purple background.
Just realized
Be
I was
more
muted.
careful where you're swinging.
Yeah. Just realized I was muted. Finn missed our Vesk companion.
Yes.
And now it's our undead Gibrani's turn. Gibrani. I want to do a soft G. And they're going to just step forward and attempt to step on this burning spider, this spicy spider.
That requires me to look up my AC. It's probably very low.
16 versus KAC.
Oh, yeah, that's probably a squashed fire spider.
8 bludgeoning damage.
Pooh! The spider's gone. Oops.
And it just kind of looks around slightly, not crisply, just sort of sluggishly and loosely, and it seems to be slightly confused. And it's Lahan's turn.
Uh-oh. Hello? Okay.
You're muted, Nick.
I had to mute because I was fixing my mic for like the 4th time this stream. What? Still?
No, you're good now. Like when I said it, you started talking.
Oh. Yeah. I was like, that's strange. My Discord thing is lighting up. Why would you not be able to hear me? That sounds like a you problem, Jet. Well, now the room is full of undead who are attacking us besides this guy. Which is uncool. I can't get a clear shot at the one that smacked me. But this one here looks pretty threatening, right? Let's combat track that one and take a shot. That one being the one that is attacking our somewhat insane friend. That is a 12 to hit. What is this flame today?
Oh.
It happens.
Does a 12 hit EAC?
You were targeting purple? Is that what you were targeting? Because you said there are insane frame.
They're all purple, Jet.
The Ijtikri or the Drow?
12 versus EAC will just hit.
The Ijtikri?
Yes.
Yeah. So 15.
All right, cool. 15 electric and fire damage.
You burn off like one of their tentacles and you char their big dome of a head.
Good. Good.
Hmm.
Take that. That is my turn as a move to designate my target and a standard to shoot it.
All right. And I'm going to burn through my high level spell slots. And Finn, you hear another suggestion. You really should go home. And I need a will save.
Oh no, 6.
Okay,
Plus
now
one.
what happens? You don't have to go home yet. It said that, and there was a spell cast, and you did fail it, but we have to make opposed charisma checks. So you have a decent chance here of choosing not to go home. But this creature is now your friend. You don't know why you didn't realize that before, but it's your friend.
Okay, do you want me just to roll charisma?
It said opposed charisma checks, so yes.
Oh,
Oh, I rolled a 17 on the die. You want to go home.
But it's also, I've got a bunch of friends in danger too, though, right here.
People on there.
Because they ran into a situation. It allows you a degree. You are considered undead, correct? I did not misremember that.
Yes.
So it allows you a degree of control over an undead creature. If the target is intelligent, it perceives your words and actions favorably. It will not attack you while the spell lasts, and you can give them suggestions, but you must succeed at a opposed charisma check to convince it to do anything it wouldn't ordinarily do. An intelligent commanded undead never obeys a suicidal or obviously harmful suggestion, but it might be convinced that something very dangerous is worth doing. An unintelligent undead gets no saving throw, yada yada yada.
Alright.
well, I think it's time we abandon ship, friends.
And by the way, this is going to last a number of days.
Yep. Command Undead is pronking nasty. Honestly, social spells in general are very, very awful.
And it's now our undead orc's turn, and they're going to attempt to stomp on Artania. But a 6 and an 8. A 6 and an 8 will miss. It is now Drow on the left's turn. Drow on the left is actually going to strike out at Jacinto.
Okay. I mean, fine.
But a 6 and an 8 will miss you. Wildly.
Indeed.
You're such a small target. This Shirin will strike out at Artania, attempting to kick Artania. Twice. 7 and a 10 will miss, and it's Jacinto's turn.
Jacinto is going to... So, I mean, you already described the spell to us and told us, mechanically speaking, what it did. But could Jacinto have recognized that in character with a mysticism check?
Make a mysticism check, yes.
Because that is going to determine... that's a 16. I don't know what the DC is for this.
Honestly, I forget off the top of my head, but Nethys is a very
Yeah.
handy thing.
So we got a +1 to any roll.
That +1 is actually to
Yeah, that's
Jet, according to
okay.
this.
but not to use against Artania.
I like that restriction.
Yeah, I was looking through to see if there was any rerolls in there. Let's see if there was.
I should just look up mysticism. It would probably tell me. I would say it would probably be a DC, because most of these things start at, what, 15? Plus probably the spells level?
Maybe.
I'll
I
just
don't
begin
know.
with that. We'll figure it out later if we need
Sounds
to.
fair.
Okay.
So, and the spells level is
2.
2, so 17. So you're not quite sure, but if you have a +1, you could use that, and then you'd know.
I mean, even before our one frontliner was just taken over, Jacinto was thinking that this fight looks pretty hopeless. So I don't feel badly, even not knowing what is going on with Finn, calling out to the rest of the group. I really things seem to have turned on us quite rapidly in here. I suggest that we retreat. And Jacinto will follow
as a
his
free
own
action.
advice.
I agree. We should go home.
that was beautiful, Lapis.
But before that happens, I guess, as Jacinto is saying this, another summon appears. And this time, what's it gonna be? Nope, not that one. The summon token, because this one has different sides. It's going to be another fire elemental, just because that'll be funny to see the look on the Jabrani's face when it lifts its foot and there's another fire spider there. And then it's going to attack the Jabrani. It's going to make 2 attacks.
The Jabrani.
Yeah. I guess that wasn't a full attack. That's okay. Because it's a 16, which is fine. So that is a 16 versus KAC for 5 bludgeoning and fire. We will say 3 fire. And then Jacinto is going to tell Artania. Oh, wait. I can move on to Artania. I climb onto Artania and then use my second move action. That probably would have provoked. From, I guess, Drow person here. If they are now our enemy.
15 versus KAC.
That is just going to miss with my shiny new armor, my Aztec suit 2. I have a KAC of 16. So then, but it's okay because you're going to get another couple tries because Jacinto then directs Artania away back out this door and says, I really think that we should at least not be here in this room so they can surround us. And we'll wait inside this door here, moving 30 feet. So both Artania and Jacinto are provoking attacks of opportunity. So you have 2 targets.
I will send one after you and one after Artania. First one will be you for a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Small interesting note. They removed, it used to be when you were mounted in Starfinder and you took damage, you had to spend a reaction to make a survival check to not get knocked off. They removed that in the 3rd edition CRP.
Nice.
I don't know why, but that is a boon. So I have taken my damage. Yeah, I think so.
And the strike directed at Artania is 22 versus KAC for 10 bludgeoning damage.
Ouch. Artania is hit. We were both hit. And that is all of my turn. I leave my little spider fire elemental to its fate. So sorry.
No.
Poor
spider elemental.
Purple Drow's turn. Steps forward and strikes at Finn. Foolishly. 14 versus KAC.
No.
The Ijtikri. Ooh, nope, that's not supposed to happen. Let's do this. Steps over here to strike at Finn.
Alright.
14 versus KAC. Oh, wait, no, that was a Gortys roll. That wasn't their... Let's see, the die roll was a 9, plus their attacks. 17 versus KAC, which will miss. It's our Vesk friend's turn. Vesk is going to go full attack, just constantly slashing out and just bellowing and foaming at the mouth. And I believe it's been 3 turns, so they should have lost their rage. So they are nowhere near. They're not quite as dangerous. Let me deactivate the frenzy. Come on, Hero Lab. There we go. Deactivated the frenzy. And full attack and roll all. Twin 11s to hit your KAC.
Nope.
Finn, your turn.
All right. Well, if my compulsion to go home is stronger than the compulsion to stay and fight all these people that are trying to attack me, I guess I'm leaving. I'll keep photon attuning though.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Now you're trying to
25.
move through a creature that is not
Can I
friendly
not
to
just
you.
squeeze through behind it? Okay.
I
Well,
would say you
That guy's
could,
in my way.
they're
So
not
I'm
super
gonna
agile.
move over and I'm gonna attack that guy. He's not the one who
Okay.
charmed me, is he? Because I gotta get him out of my way to go home.
He's not the one that did what to you?
He's not the one that charmed me, is he?
Nope, the one that charmed you is right there, all the way south.
Alright,
Floating
I'll punch him
weird
because
meat
he's
blob.
in my way. I can't leave with him standing there.
That will hit 10 damage, and you actually destroy this creature.
Nice.
As a reaction, you hear from the room next door, "Nice job, Finn! Now get over here." And you get, I
Reaction.
believe,
That's the plan. I'm trying to go home.
6 stamina
My way.
back.
Jacinto shouts, "Get over here," and a chain of shadow reaches out, grabs Finn, and pulls.
So that was 6 stamina back to Finn.
32 plus 6 is not 40.
That's 38.
38. I can't math.
Ah,
we go.
math is hard. It's late in the day.
The
I'm done.
undead Jabrani lifts their foot in confusion as some spider legs made of flame shot out from underneath it a second ago, and they step back down a couple more times just to try and finish the job. 15 and 17 versus KAC.
Oh, the first one did it, I'm sure, as long as you got more than 6 points of damage.
Yeah, they stomped that ground there real good, though. It was a full attack, so he had to send that attack somewhere.
Poof!
Or they. And Lahan, it's your go.
The employees are showing no sign of leaving.
No, you've seen the employees actively redirecting their attacks to your allies.
To my allies?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, that
They've been attacking us.
Yeah, one of them was switched to attacking Artania. The other one switched to attacking Finn.
And I even yelled at him
well,
about
that's
it.
rude.
And-
I guess.
And to be clear, we are retreating.
Yeah. No. I got
Or
that.
at least,
At least Jacinto is.
I'm working on it.
yeah, I
Stop
should say,
somewhere.
I'm retreating.
Yeah. Ohan will fall back at least to the doorway. I can't. Yeah, I can't get a shot. So she'll go to the front door with one move action, and she will open it with her second. Pass turn.
Okay. It is our Barathu spellcaster's turn. And they are going to...
Bads are rude.
They float forward and... Oh, that was dumb. They will not move. They'll stand here, and they're going to focus on Jacinto, because Jacinto's standing there straight through that door, and they're going to send 3 weird fleshy projectiles launching out of their body that are going to unerringly strike Jacinto for 3d4 plus 3 damage.
Okay.
So 8 force damage.
Ouch. I'm not going to say I'm not hurt.
That's a full action. It's to the orc. They step forward. And here. And they strike at Lahan.
Um,
20 versus KAC.
well, that's gonna hit. Finn, they moved through a space that Finn
Yep.
threatens, though.
Yep. Attack of opportunity. Unless you crit,
nice.
I don't think you're going to. Thank you for catching that. I was so focused on their movement. I ignored
24.
Finn's threat. That will super hit for 11 damage. They are still standing.
Nice.
The strike does stand, and you take 11.
Man,
Is that orc one the spellcaster?
Yeah, this is something.
doesn't seem like a great tactical choice on the part of this undead to just blow past Finn and come after me.
Is that the spellcaster?
It's an undead.
No, the spellcaster is this thing right here, down here. You see that?
Still down in
Oh,
the
it's
south.
off my screen. Okay.
Yep.
Nice. Okay.
And Orange is actually at this point going to start backing out of the room.
Mm.
Okay. And as they do, they shout something in Drow, directed at their sibling,
Uh-huh.
and it falls to our undead Sheeran. Our undead Sheeran is going to step down off the table, move forward, and up. Okay. Corpse, come over here. And it's going to strike out at Finn.
Okay.
9 versus your KAC.
No.
And Jacinto.
Okay, Jacinto is going to command Artania to attack this this mean lady, but not before he also tells him to take a guarded step, because it is clear we're not getting out of here until Finn is coming with us. So
trying.
standard
Lock the
action.
door.
Oh no, I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming these jerks. So single attack. But you know what? This is pretty desperate. Jacinto is going to activate the Song of the Spheres again by spending another RP.
Okay.
So we got 2 more rounds of Song of the Spheres. And then here comes the bite with that active. That
my.
mother prunker is a crit.
Yeah.
Plus 2, so that is 15 points of piercing damage as Artania just like his pseudopods. No, his
if
tentacle boys just
Yeah.
like wrap around the abdomen of this orc, and he just like he disembowels this orc, and then like tosses it to the ground. Jacinto looks a little surprised by this, but otherwise is like, hey, all right, really nice job, Artania. And Jacinto spends his reaction using his new battle cry that I haven't had a chance to use yet, or haven't had reason to use, which is called Stay Alert. This gives Artania a +1 morale bonus to AC for 1 round.
No.
Yeah.
No. They're so hard to hit.
He's my tanky little boy. And so I think that's all of my actions.
I feel like
yeah,
when
that's my turn.
Artania does that, you have that you have that musical connection to Artania, and their song sort of gets darker,
Hey,
and
hey.
or that I believe we described it before. Like there was Artania's song, and then there was a different song sort of joining Artania's song when they changed. And I think that for a
Yeah.
brief moment, that other song sort of came to the fore, and it sort of muted Artania's song. And then after that moment, that brief moment of violence, it faded back, sort of in harmony with Artania, and you could hear Artania again. But for just that brief moment, it didn't really feel like Artania.
Okay.
Purple. Purple books it.
Ugh. Cowards.
And it's the dead creature. It's the Vesk. The Vesk is stepping forward and is striking. Go, graced Seville. Do me proud. Hit Finn. Hit Finn hard. 19 on the die. 26 for 14 slashing damage. This one just blows past your defense, because I imagine you're probably sort of blocking with your, one of your forearms, trying to make the blow roll to the side, and it doesn't quite work, and they just rip your arm open a little bit.
Okay.
And that's their turn. Back to Finn.
All right. Everybody's blocking the door. I don't want to keep that caster in the back in my thing. Let's see.
Is it round 3?
Yeah.
I finish photon attuning. I'm gonna go over 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, right there. And I'm gonna explode and see if I can't clear my path to the door. Because this guy's blocking the door, and I don't like that. And they can, those two can attack of opportunity me because I didn't move carefully.
Okay.
Come at me, boys.
Mr. Seville rolls an 8.
No.
Unfortunate. And the undead rolls a 12.
No.
And
Right. Supernova, which is 1d6 plus 4d6, so 5d6. Oh, within 10 feet of me. So I actually don't want to be right there. I was thinking it was a 20-foot radius.
probably
Okay, here. But they still get their attacks of opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5d6s.
All right. Ooh. And that's +1 for Photon, +1 for Song of Spheres as well, because Song of Spheres goes to damage rolls.
So 25, and they get a reflex save for half.
You said 25. Okay, I feel like they're gonna fail. All right, the undead creature is going to make a roll. They got a 19, so half of 25, so 12. 12. They're seriously injured, and we got Grace Seville. Come on, reflex save. Do good. A 13, so failure. Failed by 1.
Yep.
Nice.
So Grace.
I'll try not to kill him. Hopefully I don't murder him.
Minus 25. They look seriously injured. They're...
The one part of the door didn't die.
No, it did not.
And then I take a free action. Get out of the doorway!
These undead are not like you, Finn. They do not appear to be in full control of their faculties.
I'm trying to shout at him to get out of the doorway and pass my turn.
That's totally fine. I just wanted to make clear that these are not sentient undead like most of the variations that are on Eox and you and throughout the galaxy. These are other.
Ah, I was like yelling at a small dog or something to get out of the doorway.
Yeah. Or like a Roomba.
Yeah.
The Gabrani comes
Darn
up.
it,
A
Roomba.
Roomba.
The Gabrani undead comes forward and strikes out at you while flanking. Oh, yeah, 19 on the die. 27, 28, 29.
Yeah, that'll do it.
8 bludgeoning. And it's Lahan's turn.
All right. Well, now that this one behind me is dead, I've thrown open the door on my last turn. Come on, Finn, let's go.
Reaction. I'm trying.
Oh man, yeah. There's a one in the door there.
Yeah, I literally can't get through the
Yeah.
door. I want to, but I can't.
I jump up on this table, and I shoot it.
Okay.
And turning off combat tracking, turning on Song of the Spheres, and taking a shot to try and get Finn out. My computer. Starting to think this is just a old CPU problem.
Yes.
21 to hit for 9 electric and fire damage on that undead Shurin, blocking Finn's path.
You burn
10.
it. You burn it so bad, but it's still just barely standing.
Ugh.
Like half of its head is gone.
Even with the extra point?
Yep. Yep. Just barely.
Okay.
Like half its head's gone. Its shoulder and arm are just burned away. It's got one arm remaining. It's just in bad shape.
Well, that's it for me.
The spellcaster does not like that at all. And they sort of, I don't know, Barathu equivalent of squint at Lahan. And it fires 3 more fleshy protrusions at Lahan.
It doesn't have line of sight on Lahan. Oh, she moved. Now it
straight
does.
through a door, yeah. So it'll be 9 plus 3.
But
so...
I'm also on top of a desk.
Yeah, as long as it can see you. I'm describing it narratively differently, but it's magic missile. You standing on a
Yes,
desk.
it might
Yeah.
be able to see my toes. I'm just thinking, like, because it makes sense if you're standing on a desk, you can see somebody standing in the doorway.
Yeah.
Like, 40 feet across a room with somebody else standing in the way, it would be hard to see.
It would be hard
Somebody
to
who's
see.
standing on a desk on the other side of the door. But I'll take it.
I mean, I can have it fly up on top of this table and look over the other one's shoulder, and then you can take 6, 7, 8 damage as it doesn't do a full round attack with the magic missile. That works.
No, it's fine. I still think it, even if it was also on top of a desk, I think that would probably make it worse, right? Because then your head is above the door frame, and then you can't see
It's
each other
also
at all.
a weird flesh blob, and how does it really see?
Yeah, nobody knows about Baratheon in the first place. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine. I'll take 9 damage. It's not worth it.
It's a weird, like, it looks like a weird alien heart that floats in the air to me. It's weird. Undead is dead. Orange is there. It's this one's turn. This one is going to... It's not super smart. It's going to walk forward. And
That's a
provoke
really questionable line of sight, Jet.
You already let it go.
It's so, like, it's there, but, like, that's barely.
Yeah, move that out of the
Look, magic missile doesn't need a lot to hit.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's just
like,
gotta
it
hit your
literally just
toe,
needs
like
to
you
see your
said.
toe. This
Yeah.
one's not super smart. It steps away from Finn, but only 5 feet, so that would be a guarded step, I guess. And then it will strike at Lahan.
Can't guarded step into difficult terrain.
There we go. Finn, attack it. If you hit, it dies.
Would argue that a desk is difficult terrain.
I'm not gonna argue against that.
You
having a
saying
hard
that's
time
gonna make it harder to hit. I probably would have hit
sorry.
before you said that. Let's see if I can still hit.
I had to try. I'm really tired of.
I know. I'm saying that one hit will kill it. Okay,
Dude,
26.
You super destroy it. You super destroy it. It had 2 hit points
That's it.
left.
Out of the doorway!
It steps forward and you just crush its skull from behind and it flops on the table at Lahan's feet.
I'm yelling about noise.
And it's Jacinto's turn.
Jacinto. Oh well, Jacinto can see what's his name. But Jacinto doesn't have anything he can do that's non-lethal that's good. His only weapon is what he's riding right now. So Jacinto, I guess.
Delay.
Yeah, I think I'll.
Things might try and get in Finn's way again.
Yeah, that's true. I will delay and try to clear any roadblocks.
Okay, done. It's the Vesk's turn. The Vesk. It's smarter than these undead, and it knows that Finn keeps saying he wants to leave, and he doesn't like that. So it steps here in the way.
Kill him. Just kill
That's
the Vesk.
And attempts
Tell me
to
to
claw
leave, and then
Finn.
you make it impossible to leave.
It's because I wanted you
I mean,
distracted doing
this
that.
guy is just crazy. I'm starting to suspect that the people who work here are actually bad. Maybe we should knock him out and take him back to town. Because he's really innocent in all this.
But a 13 versus KAC will not hit Finn.
No.
We'll just scratch across your armor. And it's that nails on chalkboard sound.
Oh.
And it's heavy armor.
Ugh. Jacinto would like to come out of delay.
Okay, let's move Jacinto here. Boop. There we go.
Also, this is only round 3. I would like to find out the Vesk is still friendly to Jacinto, who charmed him the last time.
I forgot that.
Not for
Jacinto-
long.
I mean, you could just ask him to get out the door. He's still friendly to you.
I suppose I could.
Doesn't even take an act.
So what I want to do is Jacinto.
I mean, ask me to go home. That's about equivalent.
Yeah, different spells, but same effect basically. Jacinto is going to. I guess. Do I need to come out of delay for this then? As a free action, I'd like to just say to my Vesk friend.
Yeah,
No, you know what?
where you were.
Artania definitely attacked him before.
Oh no!
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so sorry for all of the dithering then. Let's make this simple. Jacinto tells Artania to bite the guy non-lethally. Which is admittedly going to
And
be
you're going to
pretty
roll a
difficult.
critical hit.
Nah, that's only a 10 to hit his KAC.
Let me look.
It's not gonna. Unless he's got a dex mod of 0 and he doesn't have the Vesk racial trait that gives him a bonus to AC.
Well, he's not wearing armor.
Well, he only gets that when he's wearing armor.
But his AC is higher than 10.
Yeah.
And a plus
Okay.
1 will not
That's
make that a hit.
it's my turn.
His turn. Finn, it's your turn. That Vesk is standing in your way. You just want to go home.
All right.
Yeah, just scratch your new armor.
I mean, this is a
full
really
on
bad
attack.
choice if, like,
I'm gonna
for this
non-lethal.
wizard.
Full-on attack.
This is
Oh,
like,
wait, I
like
didn't do the right roll. Let me
Just
hit the nose.
re-roll.
Wizard.
Yeah.
It's fine. Just
Well, it does
re-roll.
all the calculations if I hit the right button.
Yeah.
You can count that as my first roll. It was a miss,
No,
but the
just-
second one,
It's
it helps if I
fine.
hit the button.
We'll just use the whole second one. It's fine. Like the whole box.
Okay, so say you could use that first one as my first one, the second one as my second. It's
But were you doing it
So-
non-lethally?
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be what's our math on that? I can't remember.
14, because the Song of the Spheres is in there.
Okay. 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 So 14 will hit twice.
Nice.
You do knock him unconscious.
Huh.
Brutally knock
Stay
him
out of the
unconscious.
door.
The first strike knocks him unconscious. The second one is just to be sure.
Eh,
Sleepy alien face. It's the Gabrani's turn. Gabrani's just go full attack. It's go full attack.
Yeah, I really like. This
Yes.
is like the world's least smart wizard, because it ordered Finn to leave, and then all of its buddies stopped Finn from leaving.
mm,
Before our big heavy hitter melee person just proceeded to hit everything, and the wizard's crowd
Mhm.
control spell didn't work at all.
Yeah. I mean, Finn's positively
I'm not gonna
predisposed
go
towards
after
the wizard.
those drows. I'm just gonna go home. Those drows are safe.
mhm.
I mean, I suppose.
It's Lahan's turn.
Oh, the
Vesk
jabroni did
obviously
not
would have
hit.
got. Yeah, no, the did not hit at all. The Vesk obviously doesn't want Finn to leave, and the undead, not super smart. They're just.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
No, that's fair.
And the Barathu
Um,
was like, yeah, go do stuff, and they're undead, but it's not sitting there shouting specific commands at all of them.
Yeah.
Well, being a caring, compassionate individual, Alon is going to hop off the desk and attempt to drag this Vesk out onto the porch.
It's very heavy, but you do it.
Okay.
I will move
I
their
probably don't
token.
get very far.
Yeah, I'll move their token.
Probably
over
like
there.
here.
Yeah, sure. That's fine. Live, dang you!
And that will
You're
be my
pounding on their
turn.
chest.
Let's get out of here. Drags the Vesk.
It is our wizard's turn, though. Wizard still has so many spells. And it doesn't have to...
Wrong type of turn.
Yeah, there's so many spells. Let's see... Fly, fly, fly.
Space wizard ghost.
The floating heart blob floats forward. Next Finn. And it shoots out two meaty globules at Jacinto.
I hate it.
For a total of 9 force damage as these just meaty globules just...
I'm bleeding. Struck blood. I lost 1 hit point from that.
Ouch.
It never happens to Jacinto.
Jacinto, it's your turn.
Well, pronk this guy. Jacinto is going to thrust his mind.
Do it.
Yeah. Mind thrust.
All this effort into like going home, and we're just gonna win.
Decent damage. Yeah. What can you do? DC 16 will save. I know he's maybe a mystic, maybe a technomancer. Either way, his will save's probably decent.
Yeah, casters.
15?
Yeah. You fail. Please take 13 points of damage as a crescendo of sound crashes down on the mind of this Barathu.
And it's,
Right to the brain pan.
And one of its orifices bleeds some blood.
Good. And then Jacinto directs Artania out onto the porch. Says, come on, Finn. And I could technically get further, so I shall. That is my turn.
You go ahead to the car.
Yeah.
Get it started. Except for Finn probably has the keys. Finn, it's your turn, and there's nothing standing in the way.
Oh, I use a free action to call Shadow Mist over here.
Okay.
Love it.
He's intelligent. He'll come to the porch. That way I don't have to drag this Vesk all the way back to the car.
They're warmed up. It's Finn's turn. There you go.
You're muted, Lapis.
You are muted.
What the heck is that thing? Is that another monster?
No, that's Shadow Mist.
Okay.
I need to make Shadow Mist a nice matchy token.
Yes. All I did was copy the Alien Archives art and then crop it and tint it purple.
Yeah, Finn is just going to go to the car. I'm focused on going home. If Lon asks for help, I will help you, but I'm focused on going home.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. Finn, help me get him on Shadow Mist. He's innocent in all this.
This undead just comes out and sort of walks on top of the person on the ground and attempts to slam their remaining appendage into Lahan. "13 versus KAC will miss, though. And it's Lahan's turn.
That's good. Continues to drag the Vesk down the porch. Probably, move action to get to the bottom of the porch. And then another one to try and heft him up onto Shadow Mist. Maybe Shadow Mist can help me a little bit.
Attack of
Absolutely, that's a strong
opportunity?
force.
Huh?
As you walk away.
Attack of opportunity, yes.
Because it walked up and struck at you, so it was standing next to you, and then you dragged the Vesk away.
Yeah, okay. I swear to goodness, if I die because I'm trying to help someone, I will never forgive you.
18
You're
versus
not gonna
KAC.
die.
You have 20 hit points. You're not gonna die. You're gonna live forever. 18 versus KAC.
Hits.
For 6 damage.
Okay, that's not too bad. Ow.
A Centaur will just hit you with that good healing juice.
That's fair, that's fair.
And there, you definitely... I gotta send it in the front. There we go. Nope. Shadow Mist, go to the back. Shadow Mist is not going to the back for some reason. Go to the back. You come to the front?
Dad was streaming.
It's not coming to the front. I don't know why.
That's weird.
Sorry about that.
Very strange.
That's okay.
But that's gonna be Lahan's turn. One to drag the Vesk over to the edge of the porch, and another to get him up on Shadow Mist.
Yeah.
I mean, if you'll let me climb up after him, I will. But
Sure. You climb up and you pull them onto your thighs, and they're just draped across your thighs, unconscious.
perfect.
And the weird pulsating heart Barathu just floats out the door and rotates, and you think it's looking in your guys' direction. And it sends 2 more meat blobs at Jacinto.
So rude. So rude.
So 7 force damage.
Okay. Not feeling great.
Pass. Jacinto, your turn.
Jacinto mutters to himself, "Pronk," and is going to cast another Mind Thrust at this Pronker. So please go ahead and make me a will save. That's awful damage.
Oh no.
Somebody could give me a reroll on this damage.
True. I can't.
On one die. No, none of us have this power. And it's
True.
probably ultimately not worth it because this is a caster. And the caster has a really good will save.
I'll pause for a moment. I'll count down from 5, and if you get a reroll before then, you can reroll that damage. 5.
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1. And they rolled a 16.
All right,
Oh,
so
wow.
they're going to take 4 points of mind bullets.
Saved anyway. Wouldn't even. I mean,
Yeah,
That's
it wouldn't have
telekinesis,
been worth a
Kyle.
reroll.
And
Yeah.
another one of their random miscellaneous orifices oozes some blood, or you think it's blood. Who knows?
Gross. Whatever their biological functions are.
You might want to recenter your map a little bit. You're off the action on your roll 20.
Thank you. Whoop. Much better, hopefully.
Yes. Yes?
Yeah, it just takes a second.
Yes, much better. Yep. Then Jacinto, I presume we parked the car pretty close by, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we probably parked it like right off
get
the
in
edge.
the car. You could get in the car this turn, no problem.
Yeah, Jacinto directs Artania to skitter into the car, and we clamber into the passenger seat. Because I'm certain, I don't know who drove here, but it certainly wasn't me. For many reasons.
Drive, I believe.
You have some
Spinner at the
sticks
horn.
that you use for the accelerator. If that's your turn, you're getting in the car. Zero problems with that. It's Finn's turn.
Finn also wants to get in the car, start the car. I don't know how much time that takes.
Starting the car is nothing, so you walk over, sit in the car, and starting it's nothing. You can just start driving away.
I'm gonna drive home. Why?
Yeah.
But Lahan.
She's on her horse.
And I feel like what happens is this Gabrani walks up, and Shadow Mist looks at it, and Shadow Mist probably crushes
Nah, Ghost,
it.
we're gonna go home to the bar. It's the closest home.
Or what it is, since Lahan's next, and I know Lahan wants to leave. Shadow Mist probably just looks at it, snorts, turns around, crushes it with its tail. Because you can get away.
Well, yes, but technically, Shadow Mist can only take an action other than a move if I use an action to give Shadow Mist an action. I'm going to take a parting shot at that heckin' wizard. What I'm going to do.
Okay.
Good.
Real quick, before we take off.
This very blurry wizard. This multiple wizard.
Somebody buy my friend an auto crit. If ever there was a time.
Man, if there was ever a time for an auto crit, this would be it. Oh man. Please, audience. Please turn this 14 into a crit.
We don't like to beg.
No, we don't. Really is too bad. Oh, I see a pepper. Oh, yeah, we made him. See, I think we made him too expensive. Now nobody can afford him.
I stand by the fact that was my opinion that was a good idea.
I don't know. I don't think we've seen one since we increased the cost.
Yeah,
but
I mean, we can adjust them down slightly. I still think they should be very expensive.
Yeah, that's not a conversation for on stream. I was just ripping, hoping.
Yeah, buying time. That's why.
Buying time. The 14 hit its EAC.
It does not.
So rude. At least I get to keep the ammo. And then with my other action, I command Shadow Mist to run after the truck. Okay. So Shadow Mist gets to go 240 feet after the truck.
Okay. Yeah. You get away. It doesn't have a way of keeping up with that speed. It can't move that fast.
Excellent.
Goodness gracious. Well,
all right.
We're way overdue for a break.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to stop mid-fight, but yes, now is time for break. I will be...
Yeah.
Doing some math. Let's just sit. You want to come back at 15 after?
Sounds like a good plan to me.
All right.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Stay with us, folks.
We are going...
Oh, go ahead, Nick.
We are going to run an ad break in an attempt to short circuit these new crazy mid-roll ads that they're forcing on people. Don't click away from the ads. I don't know if muting them counts, but they're going to give you mid-roll ads if you haven't watched an ad in so long, and they don't tell us how long it is. So we're going to try and run one and keep it from interrupting the stream. We're going to do it while we're at break. Fingers crossed that this works. You let us know if you see mid-roll ads so that we can start to figure out how often we need to run ads to keep it from happening.
They also said that the article that I read anyway said that it wouldn't always, they were testing it out so that it wasn't going to be everybody. It sounded like it wouldn't be every heckin' channel.
Well, it is
They're
every
rolling out
channel, but it's
changes.
based on users. It's
So
not
it's going to
based.
be random
Oh,
viewers.
okay.
Based on time since a user last viewed an ad. So
Yeah, gross, huh, Tom?
Thanks.
yeah, so it's not even every
thank you,
user on a
Twitch.
channel. It is like, oh, you
Yeah.
specifically, viewer, have not seen an ad in a while. Here's an ad. So we're gonna try and short circuit it. Watch some ads, or watch some ads.
Yeah. Or don't. Walk away.
Hopefully, don't actually watch them, but leave them like running in the background so that Twitch thinks you watched them. Okay?
All right. And we'll be back at 15 after. Thank you for bearing with us as far as these ads go. And we'll be back. We hope to see you. And here we go. And we're back. Thanks for sticking with us. Hopefully the ad, if it showed up, was not super painful. And
Yeah. It would be helpful to us. It would be helpful to us if you told us in chat. Even those of you who don't normally talk to us in chat, which is fine. I'm only a little bit hurt. But it would be helpful if y'all told us that whether or not you saw an ad or not. And again, let us know if you get a personalized ad, a gift from Jeff Bezos and his empire. Let us know so we can start tracking this ourselves and whatnot, and its impact on you, our lovely viewers.
Cool.
Yeah, because we don't want you guys to miss stuff because of unprompted mid-roll ads.
Yeah, that would super suck. That was one of the big arguments against it by people for like the RPG streamers, because you could be deep in the middle of something and then all of a sudden 3 minutes are just cut out of it for you and people are gone on.
A lot can happen in 3 minutes.
Yeah, a lot can happen in 30 seconds, especially if it's like an RP heavy moment.
Yes.
And of course, Twitch off on the sidelines is like, well, you still get picture-in-picture, and everybody who doesn't stream freaking Overwatch is like, yeah, but this is really disruptive.
Yeah. But Ghost made a very good point, and I think I agree with it. Hey, drunk fat ninja. Ghost said this is quite possibly expectation management. Is that what it is? Where like you offer somebody poop flavored ice cream, and they're like, no, that's gross. Why would I want that? And then you're like, okay, well, the best I could get is this gravel covered vanilla ice cream cone. It's like, okay, well, at least it's not poop flavored. So
yeah, well, I mean, this is only a test even yet, so running ads, we did manage to disable pre-roll ads for 44 minutes. So I don't know. Hopefully we don't get any mid-roll ads either. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Let's plow on through.
Yeah. So we're coming back in, and we're coming back into Finn determinedly driving home, wherever Finn feels like that might be. Jacinto being along for the ride. And Lahan is on Shadow Mist's back, her trusty steed, with an unconscious, diseased Vesk sitting across her thighs.
I'm heading to the Rusty Dragon because it's the closest home. Magnemite Station is also home, but that requires space fare and it's awful complicated.
Jacinto wants to see what's up with Finn. Could Jacinto like make a detect magic on Finn or something like that now that we have like a quiet moment?
Yeah. I think if you cast detect magic, I think it would obviously determine the spell, and it would tell you believe it like its tags. It's School of Magic, but I would let you roll
Yeah.
another mysticism check to identify, because I mean you saw the spell cast and you're figuring out the school, and you'd be sort of putting all the pieces together to probably narrow down the results.
Mhm. In the interest of fairness, I don't think I get the spell name from Detect Magic, but
Not the name,
I
but
will
I think the
absolutely.
school, like, so
Yeah,
if
yeah,
it
you
was,
definitely get the school. But I'll make a mysticism check. That's a 27, way
okay,
better.
you put the pieces together. You saw what was said to Finn and
Mhm.
whatever kind of gestures a Barathu could make, and uh
Yeah, and there were undead in the
and there
room.
were undead in the
Finn counts as
room.
undead,
Finn
so
counts as
like this
undead.
this person probably has some influence over undead.
Yeah.
Um, hmm.
And he asked
So
Finn what's up. He's just gonna be like, I just want to go home.
no,
Yeah.
I get that. I want to go home too. That fight was really scary. But whatever spell that guy cast on you, that's not cool. We need to, you know, I just wanted to look into it and make sure that you're not gonna turn around and kill me or something.
Oh
Um,
no, it's okay. Me and that guy, I got a good vibe from him. He's good people.
right. Jacinto's really got to like. He's gonna need to go on a long vacation after this.
You
My
just had
goodness.
one. You just had one. You had a month-long vacation.
A longer one. Oh, could we clear the turn order thing? Not that I guess it really matters that
Yeah,
much,
no,
but
I'll clear it. And I'll
um,
remove it, because we're not
how does one
in.
get rid of a command undead spell? Because that's pronking
Goes
nasty.
away.
Like four days on average. Like say that guy theoretically was my CR, right?
Yeah.
Level 4. 4 days of just being able to do whatever. Now, when can you give the command? Do they have to be right next to you?
Yeah, he can't give it over distance. Like, he had to be within talking distance.
Okay.
And
Well,
all he
that's a
said,
lot better then.
and all he said
After
was,
I get home, I'm not compelled to stay there for 4 days.
yeah, he didn't say go home and stay home. He just said go home.
Yeah, that's fair.
So you're gonna think he's your best friend for days, and then you're going to be compelled to go home right now. Beyond that, you could leave and go do other things. If you run across him again, you're going to be positively predisposed, unless he does something negative to
Mhm.
you or violent to you specifically. But that's not going to prevent you from doing other things.
Ain't that bad.
Mhm.
It's just, days. That's big,
Yeah, that's a scary phrase. You are charmed for days, not
Yeah.
hours. Days.
I
But
mean, like cure affliction or something might work on something like that. Not affliction, but compulsion. That anti-compulsion thing.
I mean, I could also charm Finn, but I don't think that would accomplish much because Finn already thinks I'm very cute.
Oh, very cute.
So, so yeah, I think with this knowledge of this spell, Jacinto would probably just subtly make sure and tell Lahan explicitly that we cannot go back to that place. Or if we do, we need to watch out for Finn. Because I guess, for the sake of the plot, we might need to go back to that place. But we should just keep a careful eye on Finn when he's around that Barathu. So
I mean, I'm assuming since Finn's driving, I assume Lahan's just going to be following on Shadow Mist. You're going to get back to Sandpoint.
Mhm.
You're going to go. Finn's going to drive right to the Rusty Dragon. That's Finn's closest home, just like Lapis said. And once Finn steps inside, you're going to lose that sense of urgency. You're home. You're not going to feel a drive to do anything. Like you felt driven to go home. The moment you step in that door of the Rusty Dragon, you don't feel like you're driven to do anything.
Oh, good.
Jacinto and Lahan are both beat up, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Jacinto's gonna burn a whole bunch of his spell slots. He didn't use a single second level spell slot today, which is exciting because that means I've got room for 3 Mystic Cure 2s, and my healing channel, and an extra healing channel. I have so much pronking healing. Lahan, take 16 points of health back. And tell you what, that probably wasn't enough, was it? How about 15 more? So I'm just really excited to actually get to heal. I never, as a mystic in Starfinder, you generally don't need healing a whole bunch, because stamina usually takes care of that for you. So yeah, Lahan gets a total of 31 hit points back. Did you need all of that, Lahan, or?
No, I was gonna say 16 more than covers it.
Oh, by how much? Because then I can take the rest of it.
By 2.
Sweet. So I then get 17 hit points back. But I now realize that my health is not synced up with my token, which is fine. That's okay. All right. So I'm full health. Lahan is full health. Finn, did you take any hit point damage?
No.
Lovely. Then we have even more healing in the chamber. But I imagine, what time of day is it, Jet?
I think you got there relatively early, but I think it was a several-hour drive, if I remember correctly. So it's probably mid-afternoon.
Okay.
Oh, Ghost makes a good point.
Yeah, I saw that.
Technically, the command undead is already broken.
Yeah, I did not realize that. I missed that part of the spell.
How? Why?
Any act by you or your apparent allies that threaten the commanded undead, regardless of its intelligence, breaks the spell. So the undead creatures attacking Finn would have broken it. I didn't realize it. I didn't see that part of the spell.
Fine. Now we know in the future. That's useful.
Yeah.
Well, Ghost, I wouldn't have wanted to leave. I would have stayed and kicked everything's butts, but that's okay.
Yeah. The only a peek behind the curtain. The only reason I felt that we needed to leave was because Finn was compelled to leave, and if our front liner was leaving, I certainly didn't want to be in a room full of undead by myself, and with Lahan.
Yeah.
Yeah. It worked out. We survived.
We did.
I didn't. Oops. It happens. I'm very fallible.
Yeah. No, this is how we learn.
You're gonna have to
we make
it up to us now.
I will. You've already gotten the news.
Give us.
You have to make us.
You're gonna have to
to us.
All right.
Wait, why did Nick
I
leave?
demand home baked cookies.
I don't know why Nick left. I saw hands go up like this, which usually probably not a good sign.
Probably to get
I thought it was
cookies.
in response to something
It's
that
fine.
you said.
That was my headset quit again.
Oh, okay. So it was a fist pump of frustration.
It was fist shake versus pump.
Yes.
Yeah, more.
But, all right. So
anyway,
you're back at the Rusty Dragon. Finn is. I mean, we have new information, so Finn no longer feels that positive inclination towards that Barathu. We'll say that that's broken, as it should be. Oops on me. And you're back at the Rusty Dragon.
Particularly strong, and it got past that restriction for some reason. It's fine.
Yeah, no big deal.
Magic. It doesn't have to be consistent.
Yeah.
No,
and you're back
Ghost, the only one who never makes mistakes is me, of course.
Yeah.
Ghost said, he never makes mistakes while GMing, and I also lied and said that but it's a goof.
So it's mid-afternoon. Is there anything that you want to do in particular, or can I move on to another thing?
Uh, no.
We have to do something with
Jacinto
the
just
desk, and
spends
I
some time.
propose we get lunch.
You do have an unconscious, very ill
that-
Vesk, and then lunch.
Oh yeah. Oh. I almost forgot. Jacinto also tends to Artania and gives him some good heals too, but that's assumed.
Just mark off the resources that you spend.
We
That's
can
all.
take it to the temple.
There is a town physician
Indeed.
as well.
What should we do with this desk?
Oh yeah.
I mean, his mind is broken,
Um,
but I couldn't just leave him there. Not when they proved so willing to kill us.
Yeah.
He might have more information too. I mean, he seems to be in on everything.
Yeah. He seems to know a lot. He keeps talking about his lordship, right? Or the master, or
He referred to I referred to
Something.
it as his master, but he kept saying his lordship.
okay. Well, the physician's not a bad idea. I don't know where else we could keep him, really.
I mean, the sheriff's got cells. We could
And this
we
guy
could
needs-
keep him there, but he needs medical attention, and I don't think that sanatorium was doing a very good job.
No.
I'm inclined to
Providing it.
agree. Those guards attacked me.
Yeah, they attacked me too. That wasn't good. It seemed there's more going on at that place.
Where did all those
than,
things come from
in-
anyway? Like, shouldn't be undead in a sanitarium. Like, there's something going on.
Yeah, that Habe, he seemed to disappear mid-fight, and immediately after that, the Barathu appeared along with their undead horde. So,
And he was awful
Lod-
non-cooperative when we wanted to see Habe in the first place. Or Tabe, or whatever the guy's name is.
It was
Grace.
Aaron Habe.
Yeah, Habe was the sanitarium guy, and then the Vesk's name is Grayson?
It was Graced Seville, the patient.
Graced Seville. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I was mixing them up.
Okay. All right. So, what do we say? We take him to the physician, or
I suppose.
lock him up.
I would say physician, then lock up.
Or perhaps up and ask the physician to come to him.
That's not a bad
Oh,
idea.
Talk to the sheriff while we're there about what we experienced at the sanitarium.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's got to know about that.
You can definitely
Um,
call him up.
Good. We finish up our lunch at the Rusty Dragon Inn.
So you have lunch before taking the guy to the physician.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Not actively
he's
bleeding out.
We have a quick
He's
calmed
lunch.
out.
He's just unconscious in the car. It's fine.
Hopefully, we tied him up.
I'm just picturing him dangling out of the trunk.
Ah,
Oh, you know what? No, Shadow Mist is there. Fine,
Yeah.
no problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Shadow Mist is watching him. It's all good.
Good watch, horse, dog, monster.
Good watch, monster. I think it's probably
Hmm.
most apt.
Mhm.
yeah, and we have Lahan ping the sheriff while we're eating. That way, sheriff knows what's going on. That we're coming. Lock up the person.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. We'll let him know we brought back the crazy guy.
That doesn't make sense. All right, yeah, no, you can let him
Hmm.
know that you found the crazy guy, and he wants a full rundown. He wants you to explain exactly what happened there, background information. He's like, so what was going on with Grace? What do you mean he's in real bad shape? The doctor should have been taking care of him. Things to that
Oh.
effect.
Well, that's the problem. I don't think they were taking care of him. I don't think they were very interested in his health at all. I don't know. I have some inferences, but I don't really think we have any solid leads right now. I think we do need to go back there and suss out what's going on, because we can't have a sanitarium this close to the town that is just sort of raising the dead and stuff.
That's concerning. Are they like sentient undead? Like citizens?
Didn't appear so.
That's
No,
really
they seemed
bad.
mindless.
I mean, it's easier to deal with than in a way, but it's still really bad. I will
Yeah.
round up a group of guard and I will send them out there to investigate.
Excellent.
All right. Let us
Make
know
sure
when you
they're,
do, because
strong guards.
I
Yeah.
will
We give them
round up a
descriptions.
larger group of guards.
above table, do we think it would be good for us to escort them, or do we want them to go
I mean,
on their own?
that's entirely up to you. Do you guys feel like your presence is necessary, or do you feel like the town guard could deal with it? I'm leaving that in your hands.
Slightly worried that a couple of them might get killed if they go by themselves.
Yeah, that spellcaster was really nasty. And who knows how many more
Yeah.
undead they could have made at this
There
point.
goes get some guy to go with us as backup and just go cut through them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How soon until you're ready to go back? Because if we give them time, they might not be there.
Oh gosh,
I mean, we
are
could
we going back?
go back right now. Jacinto, Lahan, how are you guys feeling? I'm ready for
Yeah,
round
we
two.
can with some backup.
I don't have a lot of. Yeah, with backup. I'm sorry, I keep talking over you, Nick.
Oh, you're fine.
Well, I don't have many more spells left for the day, but we could go back because Artani will protect me, and we should, as long as it doesn't turn into something too big, I guess. And with backup, we should be fine. Yeah, let's try it.
All right. I'll.
Yeah, Tanya was actually doing pretty good in that last fight. That little thing's got some teeth.
Yeah, he's been working really hard. We've been. Yes, he is very strong now.
Deserves some spider biscuits or whatever you give a spider as treats.
Yeah, when he was smaller than me, it was a lot easier. But he does eat a lot more now, so I'll have to find him some particularly large insects or something. I'm sure I'll find something.
Giant, like 6-inch crickets or something.
Oh my god.
All right. Tanya is strong, Ghost. So the sheriff says that they're going to send 4 guard to go along with you. They'll meet you at the southern bridge out of town. And they'll be there in probably 10 or 15 minutes. But he asks that you bring Mr. Grace to Hannah Valerin. She is the elven town physician.
Okay. We'll
Cool.
do that. I'm gonna let Lahan and Jacinto take point on the convo with those.
Cool.
Sure.
She has like a small clinic, like an emergency. Like it's not a full hospital. This is a small town. She has a small. Why am I drawing a blank on the term? Just a small clinic. She has a small clinic. It has rooms, like probably like six small rooms to take care of patients overnight if it's necessary, and there's a waiting area, and it's it's a weird combination of clinical because it's a medical facility, but it's also got a little bit of a homey touch. She lives above it, and there's different herbs and things like hanging up and bottled on shelves, and it looks like she has some equipment along the back wall for actually concocting medication, that sort of thing. And she is a youngish elven woman.
Hmm. Hello.
Hello.
Jacinto. My name's Jacinto. I'm from the. I was sent by the sheriff. And he'll like gesture for the Mr. Graced to be brought in.
And the moment you gesture and the moment Graced is brought forward, immediate concern crosses her face, and she opens up the door to like the treatment rooms, and she's like, "Bring him in here quickly. He's in a very bad shape."
Yeah. Yeah. He took some. Well, he's taken a lot of beating. We found him at the. Well, it doesn't matter where we found him, really, except that he might be mentally unstable. He's almost certainly mentally unstable. So, do you have any kind of restraints or anything to work on him?
Yeah, you get him in the bed, and she immediately pulls out the big straps that go around, you know, chest, arms, legs, and she's like, he's much more than mentally unstable. He's very near death, and if we don't get to him soon, if you hadn't gotten him to me when you did, he very likely would have become a ghoul.
Oh.
A ghoul?
And as she's talking, she's mixing different
That's no good.
concoctions, and it ends up going into like a hypo spray, and she's injecting him with different medications.
Well, a ghoul would be on brand for one of the folks we met there. So,
Where
looks at
was there
Lahan and-
exactly? Because this is awful. There might be more people.
yes, my thoughts exactly.
Cave's Sanatorium.
Uh-huh.
We're going back to check it out again. This time with some of the city guard, town guard.
Good. I can't leave my patient, but I can give you these, and I feel like there is an anti-disease medicinal.
I believe so. Antitoxin, maybe?
Probably antitoxin. I imagine it has to help against poisons and probably diseases.
There's also, I think there's something called anti-plague nowadays.
Is that Pathfinder 2? Or is that... I'll find it. She's going to give you a couple medicinals to help deal with the disease is what's going to happen. One for
cool.
each of you, plus another couple extra, just in case you do find any victims. Spitballing this. And, she'll see you on your way because she's very busy treating her patient. She'll sort of pull out her comm unit before you leave, and she'll sort of swipe her contact info at you. Call me immediately if you run across something that you can't deal with. I might be able to help remotely, and if not, I mean, if you're running into things like this, you might need to get a hold of me at any hour.
We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you very much.
No no problem. And she just kind of waves you out and goes back to treating Mr. Seville.
Mm.
Ah,
All right.
it's just vaccine. You can get vaccines for any known disease.
That's what it is.
Interesting. That
So, anti-plague,
that
but
came out in
synonymous. Yes.
Nice. Yeah, she was injecting vaccines, so she gives you guys vaccines. So a total of 6. Well, a total of
Very
let's
cool.
just say 6. 1 for each of you, and then a few extra.
Okay.
Oh yes,
So
I think Ghost is right. Antibiotics are for non-specific diseases or against any
That's true.
disease.
Okay.
Vaccine is key to a specific disease, so it could be either one.
So yeah, this one, mechanically speaking, one day after taking or being injected with a vaccine, you gain a bonus equal to 5 plus the medicinal's tier to saving throws against that disease for a number of months equal to the vaccine's tier.
So
that's
we
cool.
This
probably
does not stack with antibiotics.
Okay. It'll be
Okay, Starfinder,
antibiotics. It'll be antibiotics,
yeah.
but
So,
Yeah.
it'll be antibiotics. But you did see that she has the equipment. She could probably manufacture vaccines for you if you wanted her to. This could be a place you could get those. Not at the moment, because she would have to prepare one, but she now knows the disease. She has a sample of the disease.
Mm. I'm sorry. So I was reading antibiotics. So she gave us some antibiotics. Were they Mark 1s or Mark?
Mark 1s, yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's a +4 bonus to saving throws against disease for 2 days.
That's pretty huge.
Cool. Yeah, that's really huge. Those are dirt cheap too. Those are really useful.
Probably one of the more useful
everybody
ones.
take one.
Yes. Yeah, we
just in
should.
case you need it personally, and then we can otherwise plan to use them for anyone suffering that we find. Lahan also will ask sort of what signs of this disease she should look for.
All right, and I'm going to refer back to the patient. Graced's skin was exceptionally pale, looked slightly gangrenous. His in the book it says his hair and wild eye and milky eyes are a thing, but it would have been his facial spikes were in disarray. I described some of them as crumbling, not in a healthy way. You could probably, because I believe you do have the medicine skill, extrapolate out that anything like that, whatever the species, would probably be in not great shape. And I did say that his eyes were like milky white, fogged over. He had some pus coming out of the corners of his eyes. Did not look great. Probably, if he wasn't a Vesk, probably would have been sweating profusely.
Okay.
All right, good to know.
Gross.
Very.
What we're looking for is gross.
It is indeed gross.
Yeah. All right, and I guess we'll head back to meet up with the town guard.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna delete some tokens from this map as I send you back to Habe Sanatorium.
I only got about 12 minutes left for heading back into a fight. We might want to save it for next week.
Yep.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm going to just get you back there, and I'm situating some tokens for next week so they're out of your way, and get rid of that token. And you guys will be right here on the porch. Yep, right here on the porch, ready to walk inside as we will pause. You are armed with new antibiotics. You have saved Grace Seville, which I honestly expected you to kill. So I'm super proud of you.
Was innocent in all this.
I know, but
Oh, thanks.
Because he's crazy.
And he has extra info.
You know, he's crazy and he was dangerous, and I expected you to be like, prioritize our safety. Let's not take that -4 penalty to attacking. But, you know, I was super proud that you managed to save them.
I'm the lead frontliner right now.
Oh,
They've
thanks.
been hiding out in the woods. And I have a little bit more mercy.
Not as competitive
Yeah.
now.
What happened to Ava is unclear. She was here with us when we walked in. She must have like gotten compelled to run away or something.
No, she wasn't here last week.
No, Ava wasn't here. Ava hasn't been back.
Oh, you're right.
You were trying
Leaf
to reach
wasn't
her
here
and she
last
wasn't
time
answering.
either. That's right.
Ava's dodging us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Well,
off
she's
in the
got the
woods.
comm unit. She'll be back eventually.
Someday she will return.
Someday.
Ava's player does have legit reasons this week, don't they? Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, Leaf got
Yeah.
got asked to work late and has been so busy at work that they didn't even have time to tell us until
Yeah.
I bothered them repeatedly on their text messages, and then they saw it.
I mean, it works out. Habe Sanatorium, you got there last episode. You started doing stuff there last episode. It would have been real weird for Ava just to walk into the middle of that.
I mean, could have gotten our messages and known where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
Could have.
Right.
Could have.
Weirder things have happened.
Lahan just broadcasts her location constantly to Ava.
You set up an app that it's just constantly every one of you is just releasing your GPS coordinates to each other.
Or we've got kind of like the Starfinder version of Snapchat with a friend location enabled on. So it's got a little map and like Finn's little icons over here, Lahan's little icons over here, Ava's is in the woods. There's a tiny center over there. None of you guys use Snapchat.
No.
So exciting.
Not
I
regularly.
think it's that seems secure. So exciting news. You guys will be leveling up.
Yes.
That was a big dramatic conflict that you had. You're coming back in stronger than ever before. And next week we'll talk about any of the cool things that happened to you for level 5.
Are we nice
That
human beings and
boost.
gonna keep the party even and
Oh,
have
yeah.
Ava level 2?
I
Okay.
am not gonna. I feel like that's nonsense and punitive.
Yeah, no, I don't
Have
like
to
that
tell
either.
us what she was doing in the woods. You know,
Yeah,
the whole time.
she learned some stuff in the woods, or destroyed a goblin village or something. We don't know.
Yeah, she's probably been terrorizing goblins.
Yeah, it's gonna be terrorizing goblins. You know it's gonna.
Hey, we're almost done. Come here.
So this Sunday, Nick.
This Sunday, Threefold Conspiracy is back with our new bi-weekly schedule. It weirded me out too, guys. It really did. And our intrepid investigators are going to check out Gamut Bio and hopefully find out where this mycelium is coming from, what it is, what the whole point of it is. They really don't know much about it, so they're going to go poke into that on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then next Thursday will be another Rise of the Star-Lords. It'll be episode 17. So many episodes. In a good way. I was just surprised. It's amazing. And we'll be going back into Habe's Sanatorium. Just to try and get to the bottom of what's going on there. Hopefully trying to save some people, I imagine. And any of y'all...
Finish the job.
Any of you all have questions, comments, shout-outs?
I
I see a pepper.
Since Jed didn't say it, we probably still need icebreakers. You guys can send us icebreakers via email, via Discord. We love your questions. They can be pointed at players or they can be pointed at characters.
I mean, I did
And come
use
hang out
Fat-
with us on Discord.
Yeah, I did use Fat Drunk Ninjas.
It was a good one.
We always try to use yours
Yes.
first. If you're not already on our Discord, the link is below this stream.
Yep. And I think it's time for us to say goodbye to everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.